Hello everyone, Banditas here. Today I will show you how to install DayZ expansion bundle on your local server. Some people knows, some people don't know how to install. So what we need to subscribe to DayZ bundle, and also we need subscribe to those, because those is required, so you always need to have the subscribe to them. Then you go to your local server, like Steam Apps, Common, DayZ server. In this for this tutorial I renamed it DayZ server expansion tutorial. So here is your server. It looks similar for you, except you not have probably bat file. Bat file looks like this. Let me know if you need it. I gonna put down below in description. If I not forget, I gonna add anyway. So little bit about bat file. So we need add mods, what we're gonna use in this section, where is -mod. So here we add like this our mods, what we just subscribed. It's gonna look like this. We can now close that. So okay, we're done with bat file. What next? Next we need find our mods, which ones we already downloaded. So we go to Steam library, where is your Steam installed. In my case it's disk F, Steam Apps, Common, DayZ, Workshop. In Workshop you find those mods what you installed. You probably only have already those only. So let me select those mods and we continue from there. You can select those mods what you need. Just ctrl-C, go back to your server, ctrl-V, and it's gonna copy and paste here. Do not cut or something. You cannot edit those files what is in the Workshop. If you edit something in the Workshop, then you're gonna destroy the mod. So we copy paste the mods to our server. First step, what we need to do now, open each file. Here is two folders, add-ons and case. In 2025 we no need use add-ons, and no need to do anything with add-ons, except if you have paid mod or something, but it's not in this case. So you open K folder, and here you have BK. Again, ctrl-C, ctrl-A, ctrl-C, go back to your server folder, find case folder, ctrl-V, and I already have, I just replace it. So what you need to do, you need take each K from those mods what you installing and put case in the case folder. Otherwise your server not gonna start and not gonna run. So I'm gonna show you, like, see, here is bundle. If you scroll down, it's has everything what it's gonna give you, and also it's have installation. You press this one, and here it's sheet. So depends on what mods you gonna install from this, because on the expansion you can use different like today we're gonna use Bundle, so always required mods is this community framework and dApps framework, and then you choose you use expansion core or another one. In our case we use expansion bundle, so you need framework, dApps framework, bundle, license, and I'm gonna use also community on iTools because this one allows you to be admin on your server. Next, if we scroll down, it says how to install, blah blah blah, where is folders, how it looks. And next step we need, before we continue, we need install mp missions files. You press this link. It's when you press from Steam, it's ask you, it's okay, you just continue. So then you go to expansion missions GitHub. Here you can open templates. Here you have different maps. Choose which map you're running on your server. In my case, I'm running Chernarus. So what we need expansion CA, CFI config, and event spawns. What you need, you just download those files. So you go back to start page, press this green button, download. When you download, just open folder, extract. We need, like I say, Chernarus, so we just open Chernarus. So what we do now, because you have a lot of files, yeah. First, you go to mp missions, DayZ offline Chernarus. Like I say, we use Chernarus if you're not Livonia, if Sahal. So in this one, here you have like db, blah 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 blah, all those files. You see, I have custom types file folder. You not have that, so you need to make one, just normal nav folder, and rename whatever you want. I rename it like this. You can do same like I. In this folder, you need to copy and paste that file what we downloaded. You just copy and paste or just drag and drop. No problem. So now we're done in this, but we're not finished. We go back to Chernarus Plus, find file CF economy core, and open it with your so you need to have make like this CF folder. You write your what name it's your folder. Like we go Chernarus Plus custom types, you see. So you write and then expansions, yeah, and then everything same like this, because it's same here. You see all those files. That's what it says. Go here, here, and use those files. So that's it for this one. As you see, we finish with custom types. Now we go back one time and to like mp missions, DayZ offline Chernarus. What we need to do next is, you see, we have CFG event spawns. We find CFG event spawns, open Notepad, so CFG event spawns, it's not looks like this. It's but you need to do where it says copy from here and copy to here. You just copy like this. Don't copy those. Just copy this, go to your folder, you can put in the top, it's no problem, and make space and paste it here. I'm not gonna do because I already have, so you're supposed to, probably you understand what I mean. No. Okay. So we're done with that. Now we can go back to our server with like installation. It's almost completed. What now we need to do? Now we need to run our bat file. Let's run it. It's gonna look like this, black screen. Here it shows like it's, and second one is gonna shows and install all things what we're missing, because we're missing profile files folder, and we're missing some other stuffs. When it's finished, we continue. Now our server finished install. It's running. When you see entering in and start showing FPS, maybe it's not showing for you, but when you see this line, then you can just turn off this window and turn off this window, because now we done with installation. We now continue from here. Like you see, now we have new folder called profiles. Double click, open. Here you have a bunch of folders, but what we need expansion mode and community online. So in expansion mode you have everything like trader, settings, quests, so on and so on. Now I'm gonna show you how it looks first time when you join to your local server. So we go back and we start our server, and I see you in the game. When you open your Daisy launcher, here is section LAN, and it should be your server here. So just you press join. As you see, we have what we need. You see have a couple mods. You just set up DLC's mods and just join. So like you see, we joined our server. First time when you join to Bundle, it's gonna look like this, because you never played, so it's asks you where you want to spawn, which is spawn in Chernogorsk, spawn. So we're here. That's it. We're in the server. It's everything what expansions give you, like little hellos, 1A apple, and that's it. You can already play. It's gonna be most vanilla, but so I think that's it. If you see this video helps you, like, subscribe, and see you next time.